Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon 3D. In the last episode we, without paying much attention, actually beat Whitney's gym, and we probably should take Spaghetti out of the front of our party because Spaghetti is starting to be a little bit over-leveled. Let's give Razor a little bit of love here because Razor is a little bit useless on its own right now, but once it evolves, and I really hope it evolves in this episode because after this episode I'm probably going to do a little bit of grinding. If it can evolve in this episode or like close or like just after this episode in the grinding, that'd be fucking amazing. Just because it evolves to level 22 and I need to get the Squirtle Ball, so let me use speed button there real quickly. I don't really want to have a Golbat. I don't mind a Golbat. I'd rather have a Golbat than a Zubat, but I'd even more rather have a Crobat. And when you get a Golbat, you can in theory get a Crobat right away. I will look up the movesets and... What are you talking about? Have you seen any of the Wiggling Tree growing around 36? My little sister got all excited and went to see it. I'm worried, isn't it dangerous? You're supposed to be the one giving me the Squirtle Ball. Aren't you? I don't need to know. Like, I always get stuck here. You just give me advice. I don't know. I want to get through this episode a little bit quickly because I do think that if we make a little bit of like speed here and don't run into random trainers, we might be able to get to the next gym this episode and beat it, which would be a little bit hilarious, can I be honest with you. But this guy has 4 Pokemon, so that pretty much looks like... It's level 2. What? It's literally the lowest level a Pokemon can be. Why? Rather, how? Are your Pokemon that low level? Yeah, I'm just gonna speed through you in that case because I'm very sorry, but you're just not worth my fucking time. Okay, you're actually a decent level, so I'm not going to speed through you. Also, I don't want to destroy you guys' ears. I'm very sorry about the the sped up music sound, especially with like GBA and Game Boy Color games. Those games, well, you can hear for yourself. They don't sound very pleasant. And DS games get sped up a lot less when you speed them up. Which means that they are a lot less painful to listen to sped up. So... I'm not going to mention how things got fucked up last episode, and then I got another message. But this time I actually closed my WhatsApp window on my computer. So now people are just talking in a group chat without me. I did respond, and now I'm not going to respond for another half an hour. So that's probably going to make me look like a little bit of a douchebag. But I don't really care. So, do we just, like, need to talk to somebody around here? Do we need to talk to you? Do you give me the Squirtle Bottle? And now I need to go all the way back. Okay, so we're definitely using the speed button for this because fuck this. I don't like walking back and forth. I'm not playing Pokemon for the fetch quests, I'm playing it to murder other people's pets. Right? That's what we're playing this game for, to murder pets? Am I the only one? Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one. I love the speed button being so overpowered in GBA games though. Do I need to talk to you? What? What is this kind of bullshit? I talked to you. You didn't do anything. I went to go get your sister, which is fine. Then I came back, talked to you again. You didn't give me anything. Then I talked to your sister again, which told me to go talk to you. And then you gave me the bottle. What? Why? What? That is not okay. Game Freak. The fuck were you doing here? I know, like, programming has not been your strong suit for a little while now, but this was back in like your glory days, dude. This was when you were on top of the fucking world with Pokemon craziness all over the fucking globe. And not because of Pokemon Go, which wasn't made by you. This was actually like because of the games you made. And they were actually, I'm not going to go ahead and say they were well made, because the first generation of games, we talked about that last episode, the episode before that, I don't remember, were actually kind of horrendous. This game though, great. Absolutely amazing. But that's just weird. Wouldn't you know it? It's a Sneasel. Just after I complained about how Sneasel is fucking useless in this generation. I guess we'll have to deal with the fact that we're getting a Sneasel. That was a critical... That's how pathetic Razor is at the moment. Razor's gonna get less pathetic as we go... Never mind! Razor is not getting less pathetic. That sucks. We actually have a death. I'm actually kind of surprised, to be honest. I don't want to catch you just in case you live all the way to Gen 4. At which point it'll be like a while before we can actually evolve you. As a matter of fact, I don't think you can get a Weevil into a post game in Platinum. Or any game. Potentially. Or at least very late into the game. Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? I also don't have anything that I feel comfortable sending out against you, because Aspirin, no. Kurt, maybe. But doesn't have any damaging moves. You, only super effective moves. You, definitely not. You only have a super effective move. You have Rage. Never mind, you have Rage now. I can use Blaze. Still scary, because Blaze, I don't want to lose Blaze. It's one of my shiny Pokemon. But I think Blaze can take a hit or two. And the only downside is that Rage is very hard to predict how much damage it's going to do in any given turn, because the damage builds as you get hit by the enemy Pokemon. As you can see, it's probably not safe to use it again. But maybe a Scratch probably will be fine. That was it. I'm going to use a Great Ball now, and I'm going to catch the Sneasel. I don't know what I'm going to catch the Sneasel yet. We had a Sneasel in the Pokemon Platinum Ice Mono run, which I never completed, and spoilers, probably won't actually finish. I don't remember what we called it. Turned into a Weavile fairly early on, I think. But I've got a name for Sneasel. Sneasel kind of reminds me of the character from The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which is called Midna, I think? That's kind of what Sneasel reminds me of. So we're going to go... And Midna, I think, is also a female character. I think it's actually like just a gender-neutral character, honestly, even though... And now we can... Oh, no, we got... Yeah, I like the cleverness here. If we go to the right now, we end up back in that one place. And we can actually go back to Nuzlocke Town if we wanted to, which I might want to. Also, we're going to put a Pokemon in the box and maybe not do the upcoming gym this episode. You know what? I don't care about Razor being on the team. I'll dump you in the box in the next city. Route 37. There we go. One more battle. And one more encounter here. And then we actually also have another encounter in the Burnt Tower. If we wanted to. But no, because we only get that after beating our rival in the Burnt Tower. And I don't kind of want to do that yet, because I think his Pokemon go up to like level 25. So I don't want to do that yet, like at all. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking I might not want to take on Morty. Because his Pokemon go up to level 23, I want to say, 24, something like that. And usually it's a pretty easy gym, because it's just like 2 Hunters and a Gengar, right? But now that everything is randomized, his gym actually gets a lot more annoying, because they won't curse themselves to death. That's the thing you can do in the original game. You can just have them curse themselves to death. But you can't really do that here, can you? So let's say when we get around 37, that might inform our decision to either grind or not grind. That's a dupe's clause. I'd love to get you. I'd love to get you, but you are technically a dupe's clause. You're also going to be very good for okay, for grinding. I was gonna say, let's get out of here. I don't want to be doing that. I've got dark types on my team now, at least dark type moves. So let's put them to use, because that would have done a lot of damage against Tien, and I would not have appreciated that. That still does a lot of damage against Scourge. That was a critical hit. You're not going to let him 2 critical hits in a row, are you? Are you? You're not going to get a chance to, because you're going to be dead. Almost dead. You don't have any good moves yet, because you're level 16. That makes a lot of sense. That being said, that confusion could have done lots of damage against Tien. So, somehow Spaghetta's turned from being useless to one of the most useful Pokemon on the team over the past 2 episodes. And I don't entirely understand how. I mean, that was just a mistake on my part, obviously. I meant to use Vine Whip there, not cut. Though, if you Vine Whip hard enough, it can cut things. I'm sure it can. That's probably the reason Spaghetti even gets cut to begin with, because it's like just a sharp Vine Whip. So that should have been super effective, is what I'm trying to say. Should it have been? Definitely not, but it would have been funny. Okay, so is there anything in here that's not a dupe's clause is the question. So far, the answer does seem to be leaning towards no. So literally only 2 encounters in... Wait, what? Oh yeah. So literally only 2 encounters in here? I think there might be. I'm sorry that I'm speeding through this. Yeah, I'm going to go out and say that we're not getting any captures on this route, because we literally only have 2 dupe's clause. And that's going to be happening a fair bit more throughout the next couple of generations, because as we fill up our list of Pokemon we've already had, the amount of Pokemon that are going to get added in every single new generation. Oh, it's... I was going to say, I think my game just froze. It didn't. There's going to be Pokemon added in every single new generation. It's like, on average, about 100 of them, right? Maybe a little bit less in some generations, maybe a little bit more in other generations, but on average, about 100 of them every generation. But, like... a lot of those are going to be not actually appearing because we're randomized. And we're going to have Pokemon that we already thought in got in the first 2 generations, for instance, show up in Gen 3, which usually doesn't really have a lot of Kanto or Johto Pokemon. It will in Pokemon Emerald for us, which means that there's going to be a lot of dupe's clause. And I apparently did a mistake with randomizing this ROM, where, first of all, let's put away Razor. We just healed it. I did not mean to do that. I made a mistake with this ROM. I did randomize the rest of them to fill all of the encounter slots in any given route. Apparently, I just like switched 1-to-1 in this one. One of them is area mapping. The other one's called global mapping. I never remember which one is which. I always mess that up. And in re-randomizing this ROM, I chose the wrong one, apparently. So we're going to have to deal with that for the time being for this ROM. In Gen 3 it'll be a little bit less again, because there will be more encounters per route. It's going to be an issue in this generation though. Let's see, we have to withdraw a Pokemon that is not dead. So let's change box back to box 1. Actually, let's see if we can capture a Pokemon that's going to be useful first. If we can capture a Pokemon, I prefer that to taking one out of the box. Can we capture anything to the right-hand side of Acreus City? I do not think we can even go there yet. We can! Route 42. Do you allow me to capture anything? It does not look like you do, but you do have a cave here, which is Mount Mortar, which... I mean, it's going to have an encounter for me sooner or later somewhere. We already have a Pikachu. So we're just going to run around here for a moment at the encounter. It's a Snorlax! honestly, that might be very interesting to have on the team. I know Karate Chop is super effective. Snorlax is very bulky though, so I'm assuming that Snorlax is going to be able to... The one time I don't want to get a critical hit. The one time I don't want to get a crit. That crit mattered. I know it was like 5 levels higher, and it was super effective and stab. But that is how bulky Snorlax is. That usually it would have probably survived that. It did not. Usually it would have. Honestly, I'm thinking I might just go into the gym still. I think I should be fine in the gym. Route 38. Let's see what Route 38 has for us, and after that we'll probably go into the gym depending on what we run into here, which is another Venusaur. Let's rectify the mistake we made last episode by killing that Venusaur. This should not do a lot of damage at all. That was a critical hit. That's pathetic. That is also resisted because poison typing, obviously. I don't want to bring Venusaur because I already have a grass type, but we also just lost our poison type. And we already have a flying type coming up in Blaze. So this kind of like rebalances the team altogether. Which means that after this episode I'm definitely going to do a little bit of grinding to rebalance the team. We're going to go into the gym with 5 Pokemon right now. And then next episode we're going to bring Venusaur on the team. Which means that Spaghetti is getting boxed. But Spaghetti has been doing a very good job. So it feels like a betrayal to box Spaghetti after Spaghetti has been doing such a good job for us. The Venusaur is just a straight up better grass type Pokemon. And it's also a poison type, which is... We just lost our poison type, and poison type is not that good yet offensively, because obviously fairy type doesn't exist. And we already have a way to deal with grass type, so we don't really need a poison type, is that thing. I don't know why, but this is obviously for any Harry Potter fans. You are going to love this name or hate it. I'm calling you Pat Food just because... Yeah, flat feet. I don't know why. It doesn't have anything like in common with the character in the Harry Potter series that is actually called this. So I don't know why I'm calling you Pat Food. It just feels like it fits, and I honestly think that that is a good way to make unique sounding names and characters in a nuzlocke like this. Just like going with something that feels like it fits, even though it doesn't necessarily have to make any sense. Okay. Here we fucking... Wait, what? Is absent, sorry, but we have to do the tower first. Okay. I guess that means we do get another encounter in the burnt tower. That's Eugene. Oh, Eugene, that's right. It's Crystal. You exist. Do I battle you? I think I might battle you. No, I do not battle you. Do you have... That's my rival fight? I'm so sad. That's Dupe's Claws. I have an Eevee. I would have liked an Aspion. I really would have. That's Dupe's Claws, goddammit. Do you only have Aspion in here? Let's do the speed button thing again. You have Ariados. I'll take an Ariados. Again, not that good of a Pokemon. Because honestly, bug types... Gen 5 did wonders for bug types, but... Like, the best bug type move in this generation is like... Twin Needle, I think. Which is not that good of a move. We're still gonna get it, don't get me wrong. Question is how. I guess we go into Kurt, and then use bite on you? Like 3 times? Don't use the speed button in battle. It's always led to disaster when you've done that. You know what? We don't deserve a new Pokemon. That's bullshit. You can't catch Pokemon when the box you have selected is full. Why can't you place it in box number 2? Probably because that opens up like possibilities for a lot of glitches. Let's change box here. I know I'm using the speed button a lot in this episode today, and I'm very sorry for doing so. Let's see, what do we have in here? Ariel, Biff, Nick, and Flog. And Zim. But again, Zim not bringing you until like you can be at least like level 30. 35 I think you evolve for the first time. I'm not having a Dratini on my team. If anything, I'm having a Dragonair. Preferably just a Dragonite. But I'm not having a Dratini on my team because it'll just die. I know how things go. It'll just die. So, do I do the rival fight is the question. I think I kind of have to. Just to like prove to you guys that I'm not actually like that bad. I am. I'm fairly bad. Gloom. Didn't we have a Gloom? I think we had a Gloom. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the battle for today's episode. The big battle. We had a gym battle last episode and a... We didn't really have any big battles in the episode before that, did we? I don't think we did. I just got a Facebook message. Okay, you start with a monkey. I have something to deal with you. Ooh, it's level 20. That's level 20. I can still deal with you. I can still deal with you. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I will be fine. I shouldn't record 3 episodes in a row. When I record 3 episodes in a row, I end up being underleveled. Which, honestly, I think makes for more interesting episodes. But it also makes for a bit of like a tired voice as well. Because I've been recording for an hour and a half now. Which is just a little too much. But I am not entirely sure how much I'll be able... Oh my god! I'm sorry? So we're definitely going to have to do some grinding between episodes and some rebalancing of the team. I'm very upset that I didn't get a Quagsire now. Again, would have liked a Quagsire. I really do like Quagsire. God damn it! I guess we might be taking Nick onto the team again? Maybe? Definitely not saying anything against a Chinchou. But what am I going to do against a Chinchou? Is the question. I guess Spaghetti? Because we just lost our Water type, obviously. Well, we also lost our Psychic type. But also, we lost a Poison and Flying type. But Flying type is going to get covered by Blaze when it evolves, and that won't be too long from now. And I don't think I care too much about a Poison type, is the thing. Sorry, I water burping a little bit. So, I don't know what the team is going to be like yet. I'm going to have to do a little bit like in-depth consideration about that. We've got a couple of spots open which can change the entire dynamic of the whole team at this point. I'm just going to like speed through this a little bit. I'm going to stop speeding through this a little bit because I am hitting myself quite a lot. Fucking hate Parafusion. I've got potions. I can do this all day. literally not true, by the way, because this episode should be like wrapped up in like 2 or 3 minutes at most. Please let me use Vine Whip and please take out the Chinchou. Thank you very much. Wasn't that difficult now? Fucking was it. Okay, next up. Who's next? I'm gonna bring either Mickey or Zone. Zone wouldn't have been great here because of course the steel typing. But I do need an electric type, like very badly. I like the Moltres sprite in this game though. It's very nice. Way better than the Gen 3 sprite, because it doesn't look that good. Let's Sandstorm. Just for a little bit of like residual damage against Moltres, because I'm gonna probably fucking need it, it's the thing. And weather effects don't disappear in this generation yet, do they? I think weather effects don't disappear in Gen 2. Or is that... I know they don't disappear in Gen 3 from Drought and Drizzle. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It does the same amount of damage that Sandstorm does, so not a lot. But you're not doing a lot of damage against me either, so I could probably... This is a very climactic moment. I shouldn't speed through this. That being said, I stopped speeding through this the moment I saw I was going to win. I'm sorry, I'm trying to like keep the episodes a little bit more watchable. I don't know if keeping them shorter by using the speed button, but it is not shorter, but it prevents them from being very long. Makes them more watchable or less watchable? Because is a speed button really that like big of a deal? I don't mind it that much personally. But I can understand that people watching the video are annoyed by it sometimes, maybe. When I watch a content creator, a YouTuber, a Let's Player, somebody that doesn't have anything to do in their lives, I don't mind a speed button being used when they're using an emulator. It really does depend on the kind of game. But for something like Pokemon specifically, I don't really mind it, especially since there's a lot of like slow stuff, especially in the bit of the like earlier generations, and then Gen 4 for instance, it's just a very slow generation, so I actually actively would like to encourage, he's called Bird, I forgot about that, I like to encourage Let's Players using the speed button. Wait a second, do I get to... Okay, if I get to capture Suicune right here, right now, I will count that as my encounter for this area, because I'm going to count this as a separate area. I don't know if it's now, though, you can get Suicune. No, it's not. It's somewhere else. Is it that? Is it now? No, it's not now. Okay, never mind. For a moment there I thought it was going to be Suicune. Was going to be in here. Apparently not the case. So that's going to do it for us today. Until the next time, I've been Vlogger, you've been awesome, and this dude just keeps fucking talking. Next time we'll have a bit of a refreshed team, and we'll also be taking on the next gym battle. And you are like, you look very not healthy. It might be like your nighttime sprite, or like the nighttime overworld in with your sprite, but you look like a ghost. you look legitimate. Maybe you are a ghost. Every Pokemon game has a ghost, but usually a ghost girl in it. So you might be this generation's ghost. I don't know. I'll be doing a little bit of consideration about the team off screen, because it's going to be quite like a puzzle for me to figure things out. Next time we'll be back, everybody in the team will probably be like level 20 something. I'm going to look up what Morty's team is like. But I think his highest level is level 25, so everybody will probably be about level 23, I want to say. Until then, I'm Vlogger, you've been awesome as always. Bye.